What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. We are slowly but surely approaching 50k subs, y'all. I don't even know what's happening. Who are you people? What is going on here? I'm so excited, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I reach 50k. I'm gonna freak out though. I'm kind of stifling my excitement right now because I'm just like, oh, it's not gonna happen for a while. Oh, it might not happen, whatever. And now I'm just like, it's almost here. I think I'm at like 48.5k or something like that. Like, it's happening. Enti who's in, I don't know still what I'm gonna do for 50k subs. I'm thinking about maybe doing a giveaway, and the prize for the giveaway will be like a custom icon like the one that I have, and maybe like a guaranteed reaction, and then maybe a little gift card, like a little digital gift card I can send to your email or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know if you have any suggestions down below. Obviously, if I did do guaranteed reactions, I would like, there's gonna be stipulations, right? Like, you guys can't make me react to anything like super crazy. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Love y'all, but not gonna happen. Enti who's in, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. I'm sorry. These like pigtails are supposed to look a certain way and they're not, and it's driving me absolutely batshit crazy. I think it's because this one needs more hair. Yeah, it definitely needs more hair. Oh well. Enti who's in, we are here to watch a video from TheVolgun. It is SCP-1498, Dial a Dream. And it is object class Euclid, and this says something about Monoroy Collective. I don't know what the fuck that last part means, but I'm gonna straighten up my pigtails, and without further ado, let's get started. That's a really cool effect.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-1498. Object class, Euclid. Special containment procedures. All instances of SCP-1498 are to be held in standard containment chambers located within Site-77. One technician is to be on hand to answer any calls placed to SCP-1498. Transcripts of all calls must be placed in Site-77's non-anomalous records archive.
Okay.
Any persons found to have interacted with SCP-1498 are to be quarantined for 2 months or until they show signs of SCP-1498. Subjects showing signs of exposure are to be contained as an instance of SCP-1498-1, which require the same accommodation as instances of SCP-1498.
Okay.
Description: SCP-1498 is a collection of 30 autonomous bundles of phone cords and handsets, assembled in such a way that they resemble sheep. Instances of SCP-1498 are fully ambulatory and will wander their containment chambers aimlessly. The words, "Make your own custom dreamscapes with your friends at the Monoroy Collective" are printed on each instance. If a sapient organism attempts to use one of the phone handsets present on SCP-1498, they will hear 3 rings, followed by a voice identifying themselves as an operator for the Monoroy Collective. This voice will instruct the subject on various options they have for dreaming and make suggestions for enhanced dreaming experiences. Following the completion of this call, the subject will lose consciousness for 9 hours. When the subject regains consciousness, they will claim to have experienced the dream they ordered, to any exact specifications they have made.
Okay.
Subjects may express a desire to continue using SCP-1498's effect or attempt to reuse it immediately. A transcript of a subject describing their experience while under SCP-1498's effect has been included in this report. The following is an audio recording of D-4560 after being exposed to SCP-1498.
Okay.
I was sitting in this room, except it wasn't really a room because the edges were sloped, so it was like an egg room with green paper but it wasn't that green. Just a little green here and there. Anyways, I'm right in the middle, sitting on the ground. Except, of course, the fact that I was being supported. It's then I realized that I'm actually a table. Like you guys told me to tell the weird sheep phone thing. There's people eating off of me, too. Look old, maybe from the 1950s with red faces. That was when we finally hatched and I woke up.
Was when we
As
hatched.
subjects are repeatedly exposed to SCP-1498, they may begin to experience changes to their bodily and mental state. Subjects affected by SCP-1498 will express a desire to sleep as frequently as possible,
Sounds
preferring
like me.
the use of SCP-1498 if they are able to. While asleep, portions of the subject's cranium and skull will be replaced with portions of telephones similar to those found on SCP-1498. This has manifested in a variety of ways, including subjects coughing up telephones with cords extending into their esophagus, telephone wires beginning to grow in place of hair, ringing devices found on rotary telephones found within the subject's ears, which may begin ringing continuously, and vocalizations being replaced with dial tones. Eventually, a rotary phone will assemble itself on the subject's head out of all the components that have been grown within and on their bodies. Subjects will display the same intelligence as instances of SCP-1498 and are to be classified as instances of SCP-1498-1.
Damn.
As of August 19, 2012, no attempt to restore the intelligence of an SCP-1498-1 instance has succeeded.
God damn.
SCP-1498 was recovered on September 18, 1965, from an abandoned office complex in Miami, Florida, USA, after
It would be
reports
from
of
Florida.
bizarre
Of
livestock
course.
reached
Of
local
course.
Foundation assets. When Foundation agents entered the building, they discovered the SCP-1498 instances, one bedroll, approximately half a ton of rotary telephone components, and 2 pints of type AB blood in a glass jar. In addition, one pajama onesie, well worn, was discovered folded at the bedroll. Testing has shown several months' worth of sweat and body oils soaked into the fabric.
Ugh.
As of November 14, 1965, SCP-1498 has been classified as Euclid. So, I figured that since they were covered in this lecture, I would give you a little background information on the Monoroy Collective.
I appreciate that,
OC,
Dr. Miller.
or the Monoroy Collective, is a hive mind entity located in metaphysical space. It is a collective unconscious utilizing the brain power created by sleeping things. It has been known to manifest in physical space as inanimate and organic objects which interact with dream space in a way that favors Monoroy. This has been disputed by some, as identifying favorable outcomes implies an obvious motive or method of behavior.
Okay.
Neither of which has been conclusively found across scholarly studies of Monoroy. Any schemes, motivations, or specific entities identifying as part of Monoroy are unknown and probably don't exist. Formats to interact with the collective have been documented to resemble contemporary media outlets. This has been confirmed as a lie. The cornfields of the mind are too vast for any trawler to manage on their own. The interfaces are not of the world. They are a reflection of you. You are too shallow to get it in return. Locations where Monoroy exists includes all of them. To be less general, here is a list of where some are.
Okay.
In the cold spots of the world that only the hardy can survive in. They are known to have many occurrences of dreams containing sunshine kisses in their margaritas. King Louis XIV of France, both before and after he lost his virginity, every barstool, Rick DiPietro's broken dreams, and the shattered hopes of the entire New York Islanders hockey club fanbase, Scott Wilkins, and all the people of Scotland, from the Highlands to all of your diaspora in the lower hairs. We have you, Scotland. You are ours. The first known mentions of the Monoroy Collective can be found in classical Greek mythology, where it was a dream-related entity. Since then, it has been found throughout everything. It got into everything before we even knew about it. There are many contemporary organizations with members participating in Monoroy, and few of them are even aware of it. There are many negative consequences to these and your actions with the collective. If you suffer from its grasp, that sounds bad. In 2014, the Monoroy Collective was nominated for the 121st Annual GCCX Award for absolute fucking pointlessness. Monoroy West is the largest, most coherent collective of Monoroy in existence. It consists of visiting dreaming humans and pure Monoroy who have abandoned their bodies completely. Members of Monoroy West have autonomy and sense of self. Existence in Monoroy West is generally considered favorable to other large collectives. However, the great consciousness that their minds form, an entity in itself, something like an avatar, does not allow them to die.
Ooh.
This is a serious problem as many Monoroy have grown bored with immortality.
Unfortunate.
Zhupania is a xenophobic, disconnected hive mind contained, for the purposes of your narrative, within a few hundred humans. Each Monoroy located within this collective is an inferior copy of Kui Shao, a former human and creator of Zhupania. Zhupanian realms are all identical, hostile realms filled with night terrors.
Ooh, that's
Zhupanians are not actively aggressive toward other collectives unless antagonized. Think of them like a beehive. Monoroy Collective. A mysterious, massive collective that many Monoroy believe inhabits the majority of Earth's flora and fauna. Not much is known about. Monoroy who joined the Monoroy Collective are never heard from again, and those that manage to return are twisted amalgams of many different things. Shadow Monoroy. A person's subconscious, their dream self, appears as the gestalt of a person's identity. Monoroy generally refer to other Monoroy by this gestalt because they appear as such. For example, there is a down-on-his-luck human named Bob Stevens. While dreaming, he is an ambulatory footstool referred to as quadrupedal doormat. Any group of minds can be a collective. Say the Maxwellians learned how to become Monoroy. There might be a Maxwellian collective or an Are We Cool Yet collective. Okay. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are.
Did none of that shit make no sense? I'm gonna need one of y'all to dumb it down for me, please, and thank you. The Dial a Dream thing was fucking creepy as hell. At first I was like, oh, okay, like you get to sleep for 9 hours and you get to control your dreams. That sounds bomb. And then it just like slowly just became more and more of a nightmare. And I was just like, got it. I will keep my insomnia. Thank you. Thank you. NT Who's In, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below. And other than that, peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.